That's an interesting mark on my leg today. This mark right here. I've had these things before when I wake up. And I want you to see the size. This is the size of my hand. That's not the size of my hand. And it looks bright red and kind of raspberry looking. It also looks like 4 streaks. I'm thinking, how did that get there? And then what I tried to do over here was to scratch with my hand to try to make something that looked like that. And even though I scratched it earlier, you can see it doesn't look like that. And I found this on my leg a couple of times when I wake up. I found one right down here. This is sexy. It was the same thing. It was 3 looked like streaks, finger marks. And just thought I would record it because this is like the second or third time I've woken up with strange marks that I couldn't reproduce, and it goes away. Also, this one, which I did earlier and just now to show, hurts a little bit, because I scraped it. It has like a little bit of a burn feeling to it. But this one doesn't. I don't feel anything. There's absolutely no feeling to it. So I don't really know. Don't really know what that is. Of course, my first guess is it was aliens, but like here again. See, this is where I scraped again. See, this is a few seconds after I scraped it, and you see how it got redder, but it doesn't have that real raspberry look to it that this one does. And this is much redder, much darker. Okay, so much for my this is also, the time is 11:16 on Friday, the 21st, and I guess I'm going to take a picture of it later on and show how it just dissipates throughout the day. Okay, here it is, more or less an hour later, around 12 o'clock, and you can see maybe it's faded a little bit. I'll zoom back out, and this over here, this is where I scratched it. I scratched myself kind of hard about an hour ago. It's fading compared to this one. I still don't see how those scratches could be like that. Anyway, I'll take another little clip around 1 o'clock. Okay, it's about 10 minutes after 1, and you can see this thing isn't really fading that much. It is fading a little bit out at the ends here. And then here's the self-inflicted scratch that I did. Did that around 11. Now this thing, I woke up this morning, it was around 8:30, and I didn't notice it until 10:30 or 11 because it doesn't hurt. This one still feels tender to the touch, but you can see it's much less than it was. So that's my 1 o'clock update. This is strange that this thing's lasting this long, but I'll check back around 2 something and see what's going on. I still don't see how there's such fine definition, such a fine definition of these scratches. Whereas when I try to scratch myself with my own hand, it's just this big kind of blob looking, just where you can see where my fingernails went. And also this is still pink, where this still real contrasty bright red. And anyway, okay, it's around 3 o'clock, and I'm looking at this is a scratch that I did 11 with my fingers, and this is a scratch that I woke up with. Whatever that is, I still think it's some alien contact stuff. It doesn't feel any pain or anything. This one doesn't feel any pain either, but this one's almost gone. You can barely see it. It's almost gone. So it's amazing it stayed so long, but it is a pretty dark. It looks like 4 fingers or something. Very strange. Anyway, I'll check back later and give an update on how it's dissipating. Like a normal scratch. How could you get something like that at just sleeping in bed? No way that blanket getting caught up in there. Just no way. I don't see how it happened. Okay, now it's a little after 4, and as you can see, this thing's still with in the camera it looks like it's still bright, but it's definitely fading. It's definitely fading. It's not as strong as it was this morning. And this is the right here where I scratched myself real hard with my fingers this morning. You can see it's never turned red, and it's just kind of real light pink, and it's almost gone. From the naked eye, it's almost gone. But this camera is a little bit enhanced, so it makes everything a little bit brighter than it actually is. Well, yeah, that's it for 4 o'clock. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to do today. This is a little after 5, and there's the self-inflicted scratch, and there's the thing I got when I was sleeping. I don't know how I could get that when I'm sleeping and not feel it, not feel any tenderness or anything. Don't feel anything. So that's the end of this little adventure.